barbell RDL is a hip dominant pattern and perfect for developing your hip hinge movement as well. If I was to look at the two main types of lower body movements or full body movements that are important to differentiate between, it would be your hinging pattern and your squatting pattern, and the RDL is perfect for developing the hinging pattern. As you go through your barbell RDL, you'll particularly load up through your lumbar extensors and through your hamstring muscles. Alongside these, you will also load up a variety of other muscles, all through your posterior chain in particular. The RDL will also require a lot of bracing and trunk strength and stability. The barbell RDL is one of our hinging patterns that we have in our arsenal. So RDL stands for Romanian deadlift, and it's more of a hinge pattern as opposed to a squat pattern like you would see a little bit more of in a traditional deadlift. So setup wise, I want the bar to be a lot lower down so that as I go to lift the bar off the rack, that I don't have to be bending at my elbows to do so. So I'm coming in towards the bar. I'm going in around shoulder width in terms of my grip here, being nice and even. Split stance as I lift up with the bar, slight bend in the knees, standing up tall, and then I'm walking the bar backwards. From here, I'm pretty much selecting shoulder width in terms of my stance. Can have a slight taper out with the toes in terms of angle if I want to, but otherwise I'm fairly straight and square on with this one. Now again, I want to be nice and balanced on this one. So toes are in contact with the ground, heels in contact with the ground. From here, I'm going to think about a soft bend in my knee, driving my hips back towards the wall behind me, and I'll end up hinging over my upper body coming down lower to the ground. So soft knees, balanced, driving my hips back, hips up and through as I come back up tall. Now what you'll see here as well is that I let the bar stay nice and close to the body in terms of being close to my center of gravity. If I were to not keep the bar close to my body, it would put unnecessary strain and stress through my lower back. Now, important to remember with our barbell RDL, that we are trying to maintain perfect form, and the range that we're looking for is when our hamstrings won't let us go any further. Now, the only way that we could get more range once our hamstrings are tight is by compromising our form and position, which is not what we want to do. So always working within our correct technique and form, challenging the hamstrings where they've become really tight and you've got them to their full length, then going back up through the rest of the range of movement. If you have a client struggling to learn how to hip hinge or RDL, a really good opportunity is to get out a band, attach it to something so that there's going to be a little bit of force pulling back from their hip to give them a guide in terms of how they should be moving, especially if people get stuck using their squat pattern all the time. So the way that I would set this up, anchor the band to something immovable, hop inside the band, make sure it is right around the waist, get out so that you've got some tension on the band. Now, automatically and instantly, I feel the band wants to pull me back this way. So what you want to think about with your client is all of your regular cues, soft knees, driving your hips back, but then from there, let the band take their hips back where you want it to go. So if I was sitting up here, I could even run my hands down my thighs, soft knees, drive my hips back exactly in the direction that the band wants to pull them, come back and through. Hopefully, this starts to get them out of their squat pattern.
Thanks so much for watching. Like and subscribe to enjoy more of our content, and don't forget to hit the bell button to get notified every time we post a new video. Let us know in the comments below what you would like to see more of.